What they don't tell you about lost episodes. Growing up, I always knew that I had the coolest dad in the world. He never breathed down my neck to have perfect grades, and he took me on tons of trips to different cities all the time. My room is full of souvenirs from all the places we visited. The coolest thing about him was that he was an animator for Cartoon Network. This meant that several of my favorite cartoons were some of the stuff he worked on. Whether I was watching reruns of old shows or watching the latest episodes of my new favorites, there was a good chance my dad was involved in their production. He even brought home copies of some storyboards he was working on. It was so cool being the kid in school who had sneak previews of upcoming shows. My friends always circled around me to read the storyboards with me whenever we hung out. It was almost like reading a comic book. My friends eventually asked me if my dad had any lost episodes in his collection. Lost episodes were something we gossiped about, often due to their incredibly elusive nature. They were highly obscure pieces of media that had corrupted versions of your favorite shows. I remember reading one blog post where some guy said he saw an episode of Ed, Edd and Eddy, where the trio died in a traffic accident after Eddie stole a car. Another person mentioned there being an episode of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, where Mac imagined the entire show. We were all a bit skeptical if those episodes were even real. But my friend George was the most invested into finding them. He was the daredevil of the group. George gladly volunteered to explore haunted houses in the neighborhood and climb over the school fence when the teachers weren't looking. One time he invited us over to his place to watch a rated R horror movie and convinced us that it was all based on a true story. I don't think that guy can go a single day without getting an adrenaline rush. Your dad totally has to know what a lost episode is. I bet everyone in the industry trades lost episodes with each other, and then they make those creepypasta to tease fans. George said to me at lunch one day, he has brought the subject up again and seemed intent on finding a lost episode. I don't know, man. You sure those aren't just urban legends? Nobody's even found one of those lost episodes for real. It's all just talk. I replied back, sounds to me you're just too scared to go looking. You almost pissed yourself during movie night last time. Stop exaggerating if you want to find an episode so badly. How about we search my dad's laptop? Let's see what he's hiding. George came over to my place the next day to search the computer.